How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Bear Reviews. I'm back with yet another review. Another Kane review. Kane, local brewery by me. Big fan of the stuff they do. And they come out with nice little beers every so often. And I was lucky enough to get another one today. My buddy George met up with a couple of his buddies who down at a beer festival. And picked up a couple of bottles of this, which is kind of like Kane's, I guess you would say, autumn beer. I don't want to say their pumpkin beer because it's not a pumpkin beer. It is their Fall Saints. So it's more like their autumn beer, very in the vein of kind of like autumn maple is from the brewery, stuff like that. So super excited to give it a whirl for a couple reasons. One, really like Kane, and I really like autumn-based beers. So let's see what the sucker has to offer. As far as what it says on the bottle, it says Kane Brewing Company. Fall Saints. It's an ale brewed with roasted butternut squash, sweet potatoes, maple syrup, and spices. 9.4% alcohol by volume. On the back here it says Fall Saints began with a late summer day here on the coast, roasting butternut squash and sweet potatoes in a wood fire brick oven in Asbury Park. Back at the brewery we added caramel malts, the squash potatoes, and maple syrup to our base of imported Pilsner malt to create a unique Imperial Ale for the changing of seasons. Madagascar bourbon vanilla beans form the backbone of a carefully measured blend of spices, cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, and allspice that was added to create a bold and flavorful beer enjoyable throughout the autumn season and beyond. Brewed and bottled by Kane Brewing Company, Ocean, New Jersey. And there you go. Awesome. I love their labels. Since day one, I think their labeling design is just pretty badass, very brewery-esque. Same thing as the autumn maple that is mentioned, but that is not a bad thing. So yeah, listen, there's fucking maple syrup involved. And it's a brewery that I love. Typically love. I don't think I've really had a beer from them that really struck me the wrong way. Probably the only beer that it wasn't bad that I had from Kane, and I've had a decent amount of stuff from them. The only beer that kind of like, it was they did a Saison series, and they did one that was aged with tequila. And it wasn't a bad beer. There's so much tequila, it was a little bit unbalanced for me. So, usually pretty hit for me. First things first, infinitely creamy. You can see it kind of defying gravity there. Bubbles are so compact, you can't even make them out. Really kind of like, it's kind of like a brownish with a hint of orange kind of head to it. It's very, I don't want to say unique, but very out of the norm when it comes to head color. Finger and a half of that, and yeah. That's the color that I want my beers to be almost every single time. A beautiful, I want my stouts to be darker and, stuff like that, but that kind of haze in there, it's got this really beautiful kind of just epically light consuming haze to it where you can barely catch really anything through the beer whatsoever. So yeah, nice brown with hints of very autumn-like, very foliage-like. You're getting gold in there, you're getting red, you're getting orange, you're getting the whole gamut of colors. So yeah, definitely looks like a fall beer. So let's see if we can get a nose in the sucker. Well, the maple is definitely coming through, which does not suck. You got a nice sweet spiciness there and getting a decent amount of cinnamon and getting that vanilla out of there. Vanilla, cinnamon, definite maple. You're getting a like earthy gourdness out of it too. Must be that roasted butternut squash. What else did they say on there that I'm not picking up that I can pick up? Sweet potatoes, nah. But that butternut squash and that maple syrup and those vanilla bean along with that cinnamon are pretty much, top-notch players in the whole grand scheme of things. So yeah, she smells like a really robust, very reminiscent of a kind of tweaked, jacked up version of Maple Mistress from Saucony Creek. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting off of it. So yeah. Like a mixture of autumn maple, Saucony Creek's autumn maple from Brewery, Saucony Creek's Maple Mistress, kind of blend those two together and just add a little bit of a tweak. Maybe it's that vanilla that's really kind of tweaking it for me. So, she smells great. She tastes great. Not tastes great. I didn't even taste it yet. She smells great. She looks great. Let's see what she tastes like. Cheers. Yeah. Cinnamon out the wazoo. That's the number one thing you're getting there. Excuse me. And it's not like over the top cinnamon. It's just really vibrant. You're getting that nice maple syrup in there. You're getting that kind of roasty gordishness in there. You're getting that super great creamy body, which is probably where they're getting most of that body from that kind of butternut squash. I know a lot of people would be like, oh, you don't get much taste from your gourds when you put them in beer. But I do. I say I do. Not to say I get stuff that other people don't, but I get it. So it's in there. Just another beautiful beer of a brewery I really like. And it's getting to a point now where I kind of feel like a little douchey, because pretty much every beer I review I really love from them. But it's not, you know, it's because I really like them. It's not because of anything else besides that. So it's one of those things where it is, they have my number when it comes to the beers they make. It's very fall, and that's the cool thing about this beer that I dig. There's some beers that are just really just hit the fucking nail on the head when it comes to the seasons they're trying to kind of elicit memory-wise. You know, beer is a lot like a song. You know, you hear a song and it brings back memories. And bring back, you know, times of your life that you had. And beer is very similar to that. And this is, and some songs are about, you know, breakups or, you know, people you know in the past, and sometimes, you know, experiences you had in your life. And this is very, you know, since it is a fall beer, they're trying to hash up memories of fall, of your Thanksgiving, things like that. And it does it to a T. Hardywood's Gingerbread Stout, spot on cash money Christmas time with that beer. So that's beer that just, you drink it, you think of Christmas. I drink this, I think of Thanksgiving. I think of fall. You know, there's some, I'm trying to think if there's a summer one for me. If I have it, I probably know it, but it's probably something really light. Obviously, I don't know what it is. But anyway, not to dwell too far on that. Yeah, beautiful mouthfeel in this. Nice, fluffy, creamy fluffiness. ABV is well hidden. You can tell it's a bigger beer, but it's not. The heat's really not huge. Like I said, in the nose, more maple syrup, then cinnamon, then that kind of gordiness with the spices, and kind of flip the script on the maple and the cinnamon in the mouth. You get more cinnamon, you know, maple syrup. You're getting that nice vanilla I was talking about. But it's not synthetic. It's not kind of like extracty. It's more like a natural vanilla, like the bean, as opposed to like vanilla extract. And yeah, pretty well rounded, pretty well balanced. The flavors that are bold are meant to be bold, but they're still kind of cohesive. It's not like disjointed. This is a really nice beer to drink. I'm gonna have zero issues putting this $7.50 away. Might save a little bit. Cap it. I have a little capping system I use. Cap it. Maybe drink a little bit more tomorrow, but might drink the whole thing tonight. So let's talk about it. Not really doing the whole rating thing as much anymore. Kind of skipping away from, or steering away from that and just talking about a beer. Would I buy it again? Fuck yeah. Definitely buy it again. Am I glad I bought it? Absolutely. You know, it is a thing where I can't get it near me. I have to either go to the brewery or be lucky enough to have somebody go to the brewery for me and pick it up. So I definitely buy it again if I could. And I would, you know, the price point, I believe it was very reasonable. I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it might have been $12. I think it might have been $12 for $7.50, which is off the hook as far as price point goes. So, yeah, that's pretty damn awesome. Is it one of the better beers I've had as of late? In its vibe and entirety of what it's trying to do. You know what I mean? I've had better beers than this. Is just flat out better beer, but for what it's trying to do is a fall beer and trying to give you ideas and thoughts of fall, Thanksgiving, the whole nine. It does that with zero effort, so absolutely. And if you like what, will you like this? Pretty much all the beers that it's mentioned. If you like Autumn Maple from the Brewery, Maple Mistress from Saucony Creek, I'm trying to think what other beers kind of in that vibe for me. It's kind of hard, honestly. There are some there. Maybe like Slayer from Ninkasi. It's a little bit more spice forward, but that one is very impactful in the same kind of memory way for me. But there's some other ones, but those are the two big ones: Saukne Peak Maple Mistress and Autumn Maple. Slightly aged Autumn Maple, let's put it that way. Autumn Maple definitely a little less robust in this beer. But yeah, if you like those beers, you're definitely going to love this one. So there you go. Another Kane review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. I did. If you did or you didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below and like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. If you want to check us out anywhere else on the internet, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, and all 4 of those places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice beer out of the old dirty Jersey. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.